Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time talking about Emissary, the Daleks. You know, it's 5 years since we've had a good old Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant story. I know, it doesn't feel like it, because they're always there. But it is true. Now, I know there's going to be a 6th Doctor box set at some point quite soon, so that'll help make up for it. But this has been superb. Now, it's written by Andrew Smith, so we know we're in good hands. Yes? You with me on this one? What Smith's managed to do with this storyline is produce something that Terry Nation might have produced on the best of days. Here's the synopsis. Main range release number 254, Doctor Who, Emissary of the Daleks, by Andrew Smith. On the planet Omnia, a young man leads the Doctor and Peri through the battle-scarred ruins of a city. Among the rubble, he shows them proof their invaders and their new masters, thought to be invincible, can be defeated. The proof is the blasted and burnt-out remains of a Dalek. But this is a Dalek-occupied world, like few others. For one thing, there are few Daleks to be seen, and for another, the Daleks have appointed an Omnian Magister to govern the planet as their emissary. Why are the Daleks not present in force? Can the Doctor and Peri risk helping the Omnians when the least show of resistance can be met with devastating reprisals from space? One of the things that Nation was very good at was lifting other people's ideas and reproducing them. Examples of that in this story would be the people who remember texts of books and giving them back to us, straight from Fahrenheit 451. But there's such a recurring and prevalent idea throughout history, throughout narrative since that I totally forgive that, because that's just a throwaway moment of the storyline. Because why do you give up books? It's because of the totalitarian state. Basically, what would have happened in Daleks' Invasion of Earth, the movie and the original First Doctor storyline, if it was a different planet and we'd rolled over and gone, yeah, we're not going to fight back? If the sort of people who were in the Dalek time travel story, they're the Daleks, it's the sort of thing that what happens to those families, the ones who are the alphas, the ones who try and give in to the Daleks, and of course they're mining the planet. These are all themes that have been explored before, but never in this particular order, and never in this particular way, which makes it feel so beautifully Dalek story. There are moments in graveyards with all of the words removed that will stay with you for a long time. There are moments on board spaceships. There are brand new designed Daleks, the sort of thing that we absolutely love, and a good old-fashioned return of some great Daleks. There's lots of them, lots and lots of Daleks. If you like your Daleks scheming, manipulative, powerful, and all-domineering, and just a little bit scared of the Doctor, this is for you. It's not writing a Dalek story by the numbers by any stretch of the imagination. You've got a great background. You've got some beautiful world building. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just a storming Dalek story. Welcome back, old Sixie. We've missed you. We genuinely have. And I, for one, just can't wait. Oh, while I'm on, can I just say, you'll be hearing this very soon, that by the 20th of September, you have until the 20th of September to enter a competition with Big Finish to write a Benny Summerfield story. Now, they're asking for a 500-word synopsis and 3,000 words of actual performance. It's a tall order, and by Christmas you have to have produced the entirety of about 9,000 words, which, according to my maths, is, I think, a one-disc story. This is the chance to become part of Big Finish. This is not to be sneezed at. I will be working on this myself, and I hope I can come up with some story that is just a little bit better than the other things I've thought of. So, with that, I'll play you the trailer and let you go to the Big Finish website and look up that information about becoming a writer for Big Finish. You see, many years ago, I met Ian Banks, and he signed a few books and things like that. And people, it was a sort of question and answer thing. And one of the things he said was, do you have any advice for a writer? And the advice he gave out was, don't do it. Just don't. It's hard, it's lonely, it's a bit tedious, it's monotonous. It's just not worth it. If you can do anything else with your life, do that instead. And of course, you consider this when you leave. But one thing pops into your head. Because around the same time, I was getting given advice on acting and things like that, and I was familiar. I'm not a great actor. I'm all right. But I'm a much better writer, and I'm quite a decent director and things like that. But that's not important. What is important is that the advice I was given then was this. The advice that actors give new actors is to give up, because they want less actors out there competing for jobs against them. So, I'm giving you the advice that Big Finish have got a competition running that you can enter, because I want to feel that I'm a nicer person than Ian Banks, if not a better writer. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm with Del Toro. If you've got a story that you can tell that's better than other people's stories, then tell it. Find a way of telling it, and this is one of the ways. Be brilliant. And do this. And don't be put off by the 2,000 other people also trying, because the only person who can write your story is you. Unfortunately for me, I now need to go away and come up with a story. That's fine. Right, I'm going to say farewell, and I'll speak to you next time, probably about Doctor Who. Here's the trailer, and be seeing you. Oh, by the way, it's good to be back. Here's the synopsis.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Emissary of the Daleks.
12 years ago, the Masters came from the stars with terrible weapons. Hundreds of thousands died in the first attack. Exterminate! Our military made a stand, but the Masters, in their wisdom and with their superior intelligence, circumvented our defences and secured their great victory.
We are the Masters of Omnia. Today is the day that all Omnians will learn the high cost of any act of resistance against the Daleks.
The people of Omnia were grateful to become subject to their will, and the law was made.
Someone's coming. It's Rega.
Who?
Carmen Rega, the Magister, the Master's puppet.
You know the Daleks, so you know how powerful they are and how ruthless. The only hope is to cooperate.
Cooperate? Or do you mean collaborate? Like you? Siding with the Daleks to subjugate and oppress your own people?
State your name.
Peri! I'm Peri!
Too far response. You are a companion of the Doctor. Answer! Answer!
Yes!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You do have a resistance problem on this planet, a serious one.
Where?
You're looking at him.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.
Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers, available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.